はあ、やばい。やばいぞ、俺は。
バス停に行った時はもうそういうモード入っちゃうんじゃないですかね。その時はやっぱり人間変わりますよね。
Naoya Inoue, known throughout boxing as the Monster, has created one of the most impressive careers in the modern era of the sport, while also gaining major financial success and worldwide fame. His story goes far beyond an unbeaten record and multiple world championships, as it is built on discipline developed from a young age, a strong boxing family background, increasing market value, and a lifestyle that combines elite dedication with growing luxury. Today, Inoue's net worth is estimated to be between $7 million and $10 million, according to various reports, with his income coming from fight purses, sponsorship deals, and major international boxing events that continue to expand his global reputation. 2.
お出汁だしいただきます。どうもいただきます。2日ぶりの固形です。ね。シンマリだこれ。
Naoya Inoue was born into a family where boxing was a major part of everyday life. His father Shingo Inoue, a former amateur boxer, played a key role in developing Naoya's discipline mindset and boxing skills from an early age. Rather than seeing boxing as just a hobby for his son, Shingo made it a structured way of life. Reports suggest that Naoya began training at around 5 years old, following strict routines that focused on basic techniques, constant practice, and building mental strength.
そうですね。やっぱりどの試合もそうですけど、集中力ですよね。やっぱり集中してると、その場その場の瞬間判断がやっぱりいち早くやっぱりできると思うんですよ。やっぱりその気を抜いたりとか一切しないで、その集中できた時、やっぱそういうのは、最近昔よりも。
This environment also influenced his younger brother Takuma Inoue, who later became a professional boxer as well. The two brothers spent their early years training side by side, constantly challenging each other through sparring and intense conditioning sessions. Their family life was centered on hard work, sacrifice, and daily routines, rather than comfort or entertainment. Instead of a typical childhood focused on leisure, Naoya grew up surrounded by disciplined boxing practice and a clear long-term goal of one day becoming a world champion.
We all know Inoue, two-time undisputed champ, known for his skill and knockouts. Monster is just a fan favorite. However, did you know that Inoue has a younger brother who's a boxer and is a world champion? His name's Takuma Inoue, although more out of the spotlight and more known just within the Japanese boxing scene. Takuma is alike to his brother, being a skilled, brutal boxer. Takuma started at a very, very young age. After seeing his older brother compete in amateur competitions, it spurred him on to take up the sport. He won several high school champions and impressed on the amateur stage. When he was only borderline 18, he made his pro debut in 2013. When it comes to most boxers, we just normally look past their debuts. Usually they're versing some slouch who's really just put there to lose. But Takuma, he versed a future WBO minimum weight.
This early foundation is widely viewed as one of the main reasons behind Inoue's remarkable consistency at the highest level today. His boxing style, precise, powerful, and extremely disciplined, reflects years of organized training under his father, along with his natural talent and countless hours of dedicated practice.
Knocked out a debutant in Charlam Kutala. In only his fourth fight, he outclassed a world-ranked and world title contender in Nesta Daniel Navarez. Nesta had a 20-2 record at the time and was highly touted for world title success, but in a way, he got the upset win. In 2015, he won the Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year, which is a pretty prestigious award. In the previous years before that, winners included Anthony Joshua, Vasily Lomachenko, with previous winners before that including Mike Tyson and Keith Thurman. Following these wins and a solid run of form, he challenged a number of solid boxers for the Asia Pacific titles. The OPBF titles to be specific. He challenged Frolian Saluda in his 8th fight for the WBO Asia Pacific title, where he was knocked down in the first round. However, Inoue managed to get his revenge and knocked Saluda down in the 8th and the 9th, win the fight easily by unanimous decision. against, at the time, a 23-1 fighter. Following the incredibly strong
Naoya Inoue turned professional in 2012 and quickly proved himself to be a rare talent. Unlike many fighters who spend years moving up the rankings, Inoue captured a world title just 2 years after making his professional debut. His rapid rise immediately made him stand out in the boxing world. One of the biggest moments of his early career came in 2018, when he delivered a dominant victory over Jamie McDonnell. Inoue claimed the WBA bantamweight title in only 112 seconds with a knockout that further strengthened his reputation as one of the sport's most feared punchers. Later that same year, he also faced Juan Carlos Payano, and reports indicated that his combined earnings from both fights were around $1 million, marking an important step in his financial growth within boxing.
ね、もう年齢踏まえて、そんな長くないと思うんですよ。あと何試合いるかわからないんですけど、もうそこの決まった、その数試合を色濃くしっかりとなんかこう悔いなくやってもらえたらいいのかなっていう、もうそこだけですかね。それをやれば必ず結果ついてくると思ってるんで。はい。
ちょっとフェザー級になるとこの、体重もまだそこまで足りてるわけじゃないし、フィジカル的にもまだ問題な面があるので、不安と楽しみと、だからそういう気持ちがあるから本当にこう追求していけるというか、そういう気持ちが生まれるんで、そういったところにも挑戦していきたいなと。挑戦しなくなったらね、終わりだと思うんで。
As his success continued to grow, so did his overall value in the sport. By moving through different weight classes and unifying world titles, Inoue became one of the most marketable fighters in Asia and gained increasing recognition across international boxing markets. His financial rise has been consistent and strongly connected to his achievements inside the ring. Earlier in his career, around the period when he unified the bantamweight titles in 2022, his net worth was estimated at roughly $2 million. As his global profile expanded through fights shown in the United States and partnerships with leading promoters, his earnings increased substantially.
Are you sure you want to take that fight against someone like
He's a
that?
monster, he's a banger. Listen, you put 8 ounce gloves on anyone can bang. You don't even have to be in a shot. You just have to time the shot, so anyone can knock anyone out. And yeah, he's got the nickname Monster, but he's not. They've got 2 arms, 2 legs. You're all weighing the same. I'm a big bantamweight. I'm probably, I could fight at featherweight. So it's not, I'm big, I'm strong.
As Inoue continued to dominate opponents, his value in the sport kept rising. Winning titles across multiple weight divisions and bringing championships together helped him become one of the biggest boxing stars in Asia, while also building a stronger presence around the world. His financial success has grown steadily alongside his accomplishments in the ring. Around 2022, when he unified the bantamweight division, his estimated net worth was believed to be close to $2 million. As his international popularity increased through fights aired in the United States and deals with major promotional companies, his income saw a significant boost.
I hit, like I said, it was at the end of the round, so I couldn't really work. I couldn't really work like I wanted to. Maybe if it was in the middle of the round or beginning of the round, things would have been different. But that's all God, that's what God meant it to be. And again, it is what it is.
Noah's known for his power. How'd you feel him in there? How did his punch feel?
Honestly, it wasn't like thudding power. Like it wasn't power where it was like, oh shit, it hurts every punch. No, and it was never hurt. I was never hurt. Nothing. It was just more like overwhelming. He would throw 6, 7, 8 punches at a time, and that's what it really was. It wasn't like one punch knockout power where like, every shot, like one shot at a time hurts. It was more just the overwhelmingness, and then again, he is who he is for a reason, pound for pound. So. Again, what I'm saying, it is what it is.
The stoppage, you spoke to Joel, he felt it might have been a little bit early. You look like you had your faculties in there, but did you feel the stoppage was early?
I felt good. Like I told the ref, I was like, I'm good. He's like, no, I'm gonna save you from yourself. And I think the refs, obviously the refs for a reason, they go and they been around boxing for a long time. So, I'm never gonna say that the ref was wrong or anything like that. He saw something that I didn't, but I was fine. Like I told the ref right away. I was like, I'm good. He's like, no, I gotta save you from yourself. And I knew that's what it was gonna be. You know what I mean? Like I told my trainer and I told my team, I said, hey, I'm gonna go out on my shield, man. And it's funny because if you go on my Instagram, my favorite movie is The Gladiator, and there's a quote in the movie that I love. It's called, I knew a man who once said, death smiles at us all a man can do is smile back. and that's something that I live my life on, and I try to base my career on, knowing that I'm gonna go out on my shield no matter what.
In 2019, Inoue's fight against Emmanuel Rodriguez reportedly earned him around $350,000, reflecting the level of his earnings during the early stages of his international rise. Although the payout was smaller compared to what he earns today, the fight was important because it added another world title to his collection and further improved his unbeaten record. Rodriguez entered the matchup full of confidence and spoke boldly during the promotion, but Inoue answered in the ring with a dominant performance that strengthened his reputation for staying quiet outside the ropes and delivering devastating results inside them.
Over here in USA just because I want to go to Japan. Listen, the crowd don't fight for him, bro. The crowd don't fight for him, no matter what, if it's here or if it's in Japan. You know, it's still gonna be the same outcome. Either he win or I win. So it really don't matter. We inside the ring, nobody fight for him. So
by 2023, Inoue's financial position had improved dramatically. His fight against Stephen Fulton Jr. reportedly earned him between $4 million and $5 million, making it one of the largest paydays of his career at that point. The matchup carried extra importance because Fulton was an undefeated champion, and the fight marked Inoue's move into a higher weight division along with tougher international competition. These growing purses highlight a clear trend as every move up in weight and each title unification has continued to increase both his worldwide reputation and his earning power.
In the bantamweight division,
I'm strong, man. I walk around 140 like you see me now. So I come down from 140 to 118. I hit really, really hard, plus I'm fast with it. So I think I got a little bit of everything, man. I got a little bit of everything. Plus, if you see my fights, I'm very similar to Hector Camacho. I like the whole entertainment part of it. I like the whole showman and dressing up like having a theme for every fight. So I think that also, man, that sell the tickets, and then the energy that everybody brings to my fight just give me that give me the strength and give me the speed, give me everything inside the ring so I could just look good, and we've been doing it.
In July 2023, Naoya Inoue faced Stephen Fulton Jr. in one of the most anticipated super bantamweight fights of the year. Fulton entered the contest with strong confidence, believing he had the advantage in athleticism, skill, and ring intelligence. He also suggested that Inoue was receiving more praise than he deserved and was not as dangerous as his monster nickname suggested. Fulton felt that much of Inoue's reputation had been built through international attention rather than complete dominance inside the ring.
A better guy overall, all around. That's just me. I don't care what the fans think, what casuals think, or what box people think about it. When I'm looking at myself and what I have to offer and what he has to offer, I feel like I'm more of an all-around fighter. And like in basketball, you have the athletic build, you have scorer, slasher, or you have all around. I'm all around. He's more so the athletic build, as far as known for the knockouts. So I feel like when you have a guy that's known for knockouts, they tend to feel comfortable with that and they look for that. When you have an all around fighter, you can do whatever, and that's a dangerous fighter to deal with. And of course, I have the power as well. That's why none of my opponents continue to come in. The only person that kept coming in was Brand.
However, once the fight began, Inoue quickly proved the doubters wrong with his accuracy, power, and complete control throughout the contest, ultimately letting his performance speak for itself. From a financial standpoint, the bout became a major milestone in his career, with reported earnings of around $4 million to $5 million, greatly increasing his net worth and further establishing him as one of boxing's biggest international stars.
He's the one coming up in weight. You're the one with the titles at 122 and the belt on the line.
I need some excitement. Nothing is exciting me no more. I feel like this is when I come alive. This is when I feel like everyone's looking at me like, oh, his back is against the wall. Why is the champion going over Japan? I called this fight back in 2021, 2020. I've been said that. I said, I'm gonna have to go to Japan and fight. I told my coach, I'm gonna have to go to Japan and fight him. And he didn't understand. He's like, man, why would you do that? It's the same thing. Why would you do that? And I said, that's a big fight. I said, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And now look where we at. Oh, you wanna know why? Because I feel like the hype is around amongst him because he's a Japanese person doing these things. That's all. I feel like the hype is around because of that. Not only that, power don't just win fights. I'm smart. How you think I got here? My skill, my mindset, my speed, my slickness. And guess what? Everybody say I don't got power until they get in there and these guys.
Naoya Inoue has said that pride is one of the biggest driving forces behind his success, constantly motivating him to remain at the top of the boxing world. He believes that as long as he holds the position of the best fighter in the world, he must continue working hard, improving his skills and winning fights in order to protect and extend his dominant legacy.
6 8 9ラスト OK
今はでも自分のことだけです。はい。やっぱりああいう昨日のスパーリングとかにしても、後輩に見せたくないですからね。まだまだ、自分もプレイヤーとしてやってるし、それだけの意地があるし、負けられないっていう気持ちもあるんで、自分がやってるそのパフォーマンスを見て盗めとはならないです。やっぱりまだまだ自分がトップでやってる以上はプライドもあるんで、そういった気持ち。なんかそういう気持ちが多分なくなってきたら、こう、格闘家として弱まっていくんだろうな。
As his next major fight draws closer, reports have indicated that the winner of the Naoya Inoue vs. Junto Nakatani matchup will receive a custom WBC ring valued at more than $100,000. This special prize adds even more prestige and motivation to an already significant clash, making it not only a high-level championship contest, but also a symbol of boxing excellence and achievement for both competitors. According to reports, the winner of the fight will take home this unique WBC ring worth over $100,000. As his career has advanced, Inoue has also embraced a more comfortable and well-organized lifestyle. Reports and observations from training camps often show him following strict nutrition plans prepared by professional chefs to keep his body in top condition throughout the year. Unlike some fighters who openly showcase extravagant spending, Inoue is known for remaining private and disciplined. His version of luxury is built around structure, including elite training facilities, advanced recovery methods, careful nutrition management, and a controlled lifestyle designed to support peak performance. Inoue's rise also highlights a wider change in the business side of boxing. Unlike many Western fighters who often receive huge guaranteed promotional deals, Inoue has built his earnings through a mix of Japanese promotions, international partnerships, and increasing demand from boxing fans watching through global streaming platforms.
よくここ最近急成長してきてるなというものを感じますし、もうパウンドパウンドに、ふさわしい試合をここ最近しているので、すごくリスペクトも評価も高いと思います。
And Juta, I was going to ask you, you're now in a new weight division. You two are now both in the same division. He has all of the world titles. Are you now starting to study a lot more of his fights as a potential opponent?
はい、何試合か現地でも見させてもらったりしているので、そこら辺でイメージはさせてもらってますね。
Do you think your style matches up very well with his?
それは戦ってみないとわからないですね。
One of the biggest business discussions in modern boxing centers on Inoue's ability to attract large crowds and generate major event revenue. A widely discussed example is the potential Naoya Inoue vs. Junto Nakatani event, which has been linked to enormous commercial interest. Some reports have suggested that the fight card could produce a gate of roughly $29 million, with around 55,000 tickets sold, showing that Inoue has developed into a global attraction rather than simply a regional champion. According to one widely shared claim, the Inoue Nakatani event sold 55,000 seats and generated a $29 million gate, making it the fourth highest gate in boxing history. Regardless of the venue, many believe that generating close to $30 million in a single night is the mark of a true superstar. That's all for today, and be sure to stay tuned for the next video.